Welcome to Flavia, not sponsored Whiskies of the Galaxy. Day, what day is it? Day 20. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. And we will get right into this as we are wont to do. I've done 19 of these, 20 being this one. And at some point, I will start to get these right. Number 20 up here. Ocha. Ocha. I still have yet to post the poll properly, but that's because I expect less and less people to be here because holidays and such. The kids out of school at some point. Was that this week? Is that next week? I don't know. I don't keep track of that because I don't have to. Other than knowing when the buses are on the road, that's about all I want to care about. So let's do the poll. Bleh. What whiskey is this? Add options. What whiskey is it? What whiskey is it? Question mark. And we'll say Scotch. And we'll say World. American. Or Irish. And you'll note I always put those in a different order because that's how I remember them at the time. Thankfully, I remember them at all. Right. What do I need to know that you don't know? Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. 47%. I have a thought immediately, but only because I know a little bit more than the viewer does at the moment. Very little. Ugh, I thought I spilled some. I didn't. I don't think. I didn't. Relax. Jeez. Calm down. Ooh, it smells good. Oh, I'm so irritated about what I think it might be already. Beginning with the color, and as I said on yesterday's last week, okay. Yesterday's video, I will probably be doing a slightly different type of video in the future. Same kind of deal, but without all the popping up all this nonsense and going through it twice. Because I want to make my videos a little shorter, and I want to edit less, because the editing... Oh my gosh, the editing. Alright, moving on. Color. Look at that. Lovely. Goes right, I can't see. Goes right about here. This general area right there. And for the appearance, call it amber, clarity, clear, sediments, no. Viscosity, well, since it's 47%, we will have to say it is 2. See, it's little things like that I want to get. Little things like that, I don't feel I need anymore. Maybe going over the color will stay the same, but this is all a work in process, and this is all next year stuff going through my head, including making more content, so we'll see. I can barely do one a week, let alone more than one a week. We'll see. I need to make this more of a focus, but it also requires a lot of energy, which I don't have. If you'd like to know more, I have a Patreon. Link down below. Also like and subscribe. Do it. It's not going to hurt. I almost started the nose right away. Onto the nose. Smells like a clean glass. Why? Okay. Yeah. Ooh, it's sugary. Caramel sweetness, brown sugar. 2 giveaway words immediately. And also because I know what I'm going in for here. I believe I'm getting a bit of orange zest as well. There we go. I'm making a mess. it does smell super sweet. I like the smell. Maybe a little chocolate? Not maybe. That's just flew through my mind. My mind. Stick my whole nose in there. Ah. That did not make anything easier. I'm getting a char note. I have no real great way to describe that. But suddenly I'll think of the inside of a barrel. So when I do that, I assume it's a char note. What else could it be? Oh, I'm going to cough. Oh, it smells delightful is what it smells like. It's just all these wonderful sweet notes that I've gotten before. I just want to drink it. What the problem is? Moving on. And again, I'm trying to make these less than 30 minutes, which you'd think would be easy. It's not. I've been trying to do it, and I think I pulled it off yesterday for the first time. Intensity 2, age, useful. Barrel, new oak. Grain, corn. Malt, and either wheat or rye. I can't really be certain of. Well, never certain. Never. But the palate tends to give me more info on whether it's a rye or a wheat. And sometimes it's all four because, well, that's a thing. Smoke light. I did get that char note. Spices are the usual. Actually, leather is a good one. I wish I had more options. That's another problem I have with this thing. It gives me the basics that I've gone over so many times now. And then it just has other, and since I didn't write anything in there. Clove always pops out when I think it's what I think it is right now. As far as sweet notes, I did get caramel, chocolate, corn syrup as well. That is. Oh, DC, hello. Oh, is it? Hold on. What did I not do? Did that do anything? It does seem low. Maybe I should just talk louder. God, that was unpleasant. Thank you, DC. Sometimes I don't even know if the volume's on, so there's that. Ugh. You know what? Okay. That looks like it's alright, but I'm going to check the settings real quick. Since you mentioned that. No, we're good. Just making sure. Oh, didn't like that. Just making sure. Although it does seem like it's lower. I want it to be in yellow. It's just hanging out in the green. Hello, 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 hello. How about that's as high as it wants to go. So there. Time Swooper X70. Hello, welcome. Ooh, Jefferson's Cognac store pick. That sounds lovely. Give it. I mean, sounds lovely. I don't drink a lot of Jeffersons, but then again, I have a lot to drink, so there's that. And welcome to you both. Almost forgot to say that. I'm being slightly distracted. Ever so slightly. There's more sweet notes in here. I want to say all the default ones. I should say vanilla. Even though, for whatever reason, even though I like vanilla stuff, I can't pick it out on the nose very easily. It's almost like something I'm too accustomed to. So if it's there, it's just going past me. Too many vanilla stuffs. So vanilla, caramel. Every time I get to this, I look at fig and raisins and go, maybe? Corn syrup instead. I don't know about the fig and raisins. There might be some kind of dried fruit. I don't think so. I'm kind of fooling myself there. Unless it shows up, I'm going to have to stop second guessing myself because I'm really good at that. I am a professional at second guessing everything. If you haven't noticed. At least these live streams make it very apparent. Otherwise, I edit everything out. So I look like a pro. I am not. It's not floral. I don't believe there's any wine finish. Any fruit notes? Just general fruit notes? Ooh. Oh, that's right. Orange zest. Or orange, same thing almost, but it's the orange peel, not so much the zest. It smells orangish. Sulfur, no. Peat, no. Earth notes. Ah, here we go. This is the one I always blank out on. I don't know why. Dried leaves sounds pretty good. Maybe it's nutty. And wood. I'm always getting some kind of wood note on something of this nature. Make sure you vote if you're here. Man, I could do this for a while. I apologize. Trying to keep it under. Okay, I still have. I'm ahead of schedule, actually. Now we go into the palate. Oh, God, where's the thing? There it is. So I get to drink it now. Yay. And if you weren't here earlier, it is 47%. And that's all you get to know at the moment. And I have something in mind, although it's not strictly reminding me of it at the moment. For the moment. In the moment. The word of the day is moment. Cheers to all of you who are here. And cheers to all of you who are not. Cheers to all around. And happy holidays for whenever they get here. Enjoyable first sip. Ow. Alcohol, yay. First sip of the day. Always right here. And it doesn't matter proof or percentage or whatever. I can drink at 40%. It's the first one of the day. I can usually feel it. All right. First sip was enjoyable. Did it wow me? No. And that does happen. Those are my favorite. My favorite ones are when I take a sip and just go, oh my God. It has happened. I'm thinking specifically of a moment where I had a Four Roses pick. And oh God. So good. I want it again. I can't have it again because it was a sample. Boo-hoo, and woe is me. All right. Hold it on the tongue. Hopefully we'll get more out of it. Sweet and caramel. Ooh, they're spicy, so maybe there's rye in it. That's a nice spice. A little bit of drying going on. And when I say dry, that means, well, how my brother explained it to me, because I didn't really understand when people say a wine is dry, but it feels like the moisture is being taken out of your tongue, which is a dry feeling, but I don't think of it that way. At least I didn't. Now I do. So whenever I feel that happening, I call it dry. It's only a little bit, like in the middle of my tongue. It's a nice finish. It's short. It's not a long finish, but oh, nice. Incredible? No. I feel like my palate's off. The last thing I drank was coffee, I have been drinking water, but coffee's pretty brutal. Although some people drink coffee as a palate cleanser. I don't know if I do that. All that bitterness all at once. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, it burns. Jeez. The more I drink it, the more I'm like, is it? Is it? Is it? Oh, God, that's going to annoy me. This is the same thing that happened a few days ago? Recently, where I thought it was something, and I went past it. I'm thinking of the Irish one I did a few days ago, and I thought green spot, and I thought another one in the back. I forget what it is. Where is it? It's back there. But it ended up being the Sexton, which is a favorite of mine, and I really liked it. This, what I'm thinking it is not something I pour generally, but for a while I did pour it. I go through phases with whiskey. This was one of them. I still have a number of bottles, and I think that's why I slowed down, because I suddenly found myself with the most bottles of a single brand ever so far. And that wasn't on purpose. It just kind of happened. I bought a couple store picks and then a few other ones landed in my lap, so to speak. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I have a lot of these now. Meow! Sugar Quiche, welcome. I hope you're well. Be sure to vote, be sure to like, be sure to, you're already subscribed, but you know, all those things. The fun thing about having my lives this way, as I have for this month, is I enabled that subscriber only for chat. I don't think that's mean. That's not much. It's like, if you'd like to chat, just push the button and you can. It's not even timed. It's just as soon as you push the button, you can chat. And if you want to unsubscribe later, go ahead. But in the moment, that's all I ask. Yeah. It's nice. It's pleasant. But there's nothing jumping out at me. It's got a nice progression, but it's quick. I say that while he still hasn't gone away. Yeah. It's sweet. It's a little bit of caramel, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of spice, a little bit of dryness, and then it just kind of tapers off. It's enjoyable. But this is, again, not something I would pour on the regular these days. I should also point out that the winter months often lead me to drinking more Scotch. Not recently. I haven't started doing that yet. But tomorrow is winter solstice, I think. Hold on. Or is it today? No, I think it's tomorrow. Or the day after. I have no idea. I don't really keep track of these things. We had the same discussion 2 days ago. Yeah, tomorrow. So I can officially start drinking more Scotch tomorrow. I'm not that strict. I just haven't bothered yet. And I've been drinking a lot of whiskey lately, if you haven't noticed. Every day. Not that I don't do that. But every day for a stream, for a video, for an Advent thing. Calendar thing. Moving on to the rest of the palette. I'm already starting to get behind again. Palette. Blah. Here we go. The flavor is sweet. The proof is 2. And for those of you who are not around all the time, the proof goes from low being 40% to high being 60% and above. And then you can kind of figure out the middle. 2 is between 40 and 50. 3 is 50, in that area usually. 4 is between 50 and 60. And then anything after that, you're just drinking some high proof stuff. Body. My instinct was to say 2. I'll stick with that. Leaning towards 3. Whatever that means. It's my cynicism. It's like, oh, it could be 3. It's like, but no, it's 2, isn't it? So 2. 2.5. Whatever. 2. Body. Wait. Proof, body, texture. Hello. What is the texture? Is it round? Is it light? Is it delicate? Is it silky? Is it creamy? Is it, oh my God, so many words. It's not quite creamy, so we'll go with round. I do like it, though. It sits on the tongue nicely. Yeah, round feels right. It's got a rolling effect. It's making me think of the way the ocean moves, if that makes any sense, like a wave kind of going like that. Don't ask me why. That's the image that came to mind while I was doing that. I don't know. The brain is an amazing and confusing thing. Just ask anyone who has one. And some people who don't. The texture is a bit of a standout feature, honestly. It's enjoyable. I like it. Why am I thinking of Life cereal? Cinnamon Life cereal. Okay. Balance. Does any element dominate? The spice lingers. That cinnamon, brown sugar spice note, the prickly note. It's a faint prickly note, so it's, the alcohol is not up there. Just a little bit of that pinprickful feeling on my tongue. And it lasts for a while. The dryness sets in. It's got a nice coating texture. The roundness of it. Finish 3. Complexity also 3. It's not overly complicated. Again, I feel like I'm pushing in a different direction. But considering some of the other ones I've had recently, this one's at least a 3. It's got all the notes I enjoy. It's got a little bit more, but not a lot. It's still kind of in the basic category. Beginner category, we'll say. And I say that in the way of people's journey into whiskey. So when you're first getting into whiskey drinking, you'd be fine with this. This would be like a half a step up from being a straight up beginner. And I say that only because of the proof. For me, I want to introduce people to whiskey via lower proofs. This is a little higher than I want to go. I'd be going 40 to 45 for anyone who's new to just drinking whiskey as a drink and sipping it instead of just taking shots. And I am not a professional. I'm not a pro whiskey person, just to be abundantly clear. Part of the reason I like just doing this is because it's a whiskey tasting experience, and I want to share that with others in the way that I'm comfortable with, which is like this. And also because we can't really be around other people we don't know that well yet. Again, it's only been 2 years. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Moving on from the palate, phase 2. Yeah. It's a hippie whiskey, man. It's groovy, yeah. So first of all, I believe this to be a bourbon. Secondly, it's making me think of Elijah Craig. I don't know if it is. I wouldn't be surprised. It's the percentage that's making me think that, however. It says 47%, and I thought Elijah Craig was 47. Hold on, where's one? Yeah, it is. So that... Excuse me. Oh. Booty, you lost your hat. You can't lose your hat. You need it to protect your crown. Your dome. Bourbon Baller, what is up? Let's see. It's the ceiling. But also, welcome. And be sure to vote, although I've kind of given it away already. I'm fairly convinced. And Zenboot, hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome. He just popped in. I blinked. Oh God, the commute. Thank you. I've had this one for a little bit. It's cozy. I needed some cozy today. So my assumption of the moment, it's Elijah Craig. Is it? Do I know that for certain? No. Hell, it doesn't even seem familiar, but I haven't touched Elijah Craig in a half a minute. And it varies. Even with basic Elijah Craig sometimes, if you haven't had it for a while, it may seem different. Ooh, God, the burning. All right. It's really the 47% though. That's really it. The palate or taste does not seem incredibly familiar, but it also could be, since I'm talking about introductory whiskeys and ones that have a pretty wide variety. This is the one I was talking about earlier, where I say I have numerous bottles of it, and that just kind of happened. So I have the regular Elijah Craig. I have 2 or 3 store picks, and one pick, the one I just picked up actually over there, is from it's Bourbon Nights. pick. So there's a lot of picks. They have lots of different varieties of the same thing, and I have done a video and a stream or something about all of them. I tried 4 of them at least together, and they were all just slightly different. But it is making me think Elijah Craig. We'll see. I don't know. Really, I don't. So I have the book. It's right here. Go to day 19 first. Day 19? Day 19. And we are going to have to get my phone ready. What's the time? Oh my god, how long am I taking? Going over, I can feel it. Almost 4 minutes. Yes, good. I can finish this in 4 minutes in theory. Stick with me. Oh, and I've also got to close the poll. Don't make me forget to finish the poll. Finish the poll. Ugh. Sure, Kitty says there's a big temp. Actually, no, I can't do that. Or can I? No, probably not. First, end the poll, Brian. All right. End poll. I don't even know how to use this thing, honestly. Live chat. God damn it. Sorry, I've been trying to figure out if I can highlight chats yet. I cannot. There's a way to do it. I just know what it is. I don't know what it is, or how I implement that. So going to day 20, making sure I don't look at anything by accident. Making sure there's just one page. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, really? Well, it's not what I thought it was, which is good, because I'd like to think I could tell what Elijah Craig is by tasting it. I'd like to think that. Is that true? No idea. But it isn't Elijah Craig. It is something else, and I haven't had it, but I've heard about it. And some people really like it. I can see why. It is enjoyable. God damn this lighting. Should I show you what it is first, or should I struggle with my little camera? Oh my god, just focus. It likes to focus in and out, but never actually focuses. God damn it. Alright, let me show you what it is, and then I'll struggle with the damn phone. Whoop! George Remus. Straight bourbon whiskey. 47%. And there's a cherry note? No, not for me. But as you can see, there are a bunch of notes there right off the bat. They're scattered all over the pages, so it makes it a little difficult to read. But that is why I struggle with this. So you can actually hear more about it, if possible. You got it. But I've heard about George Remus. I just had never had it. Till now. Do I like it? Yeah. Do I think I'd buy it? Not at this proof. Maybe if there's something else they do. I feel there might be, but again, no idea. Come on now. There's gangsters on the bottle. Maybe George Remus was a gangster. The hell? Something just happened there that I don't approve of. There we go. And it looks like most of you didn't think it was an American whiskey. That's funny. George Remus, straight bourbon whiskey, 7.7 out of 10 stars on the Flaviar, not sponsored. As I smash into $41.99. No, Flaviar. No. This is a $30 bottle at best. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, KillCo. That's good. Bread. You're the flavor spiral, is what they call it. Pepper, dried fruit, cherry, maple, sweet bread, cocoa, vanilla, and caramel. Wow, I said some of those. Cherry note, I don't get. Sweet, yes. Bread, maple? That could easily be a substitute for corn syrup, because unfortunately, when I think of maple syrup, it's really just corn syrup flavored with stuff. All right, let's get to the about section. God, there's a lot of it. Shiza. There we go. Let me just cleanse my palate by drinking more whiskey. Yum. Oh, you know what? Not surprised about this little bit of info. A flagship straight bourbon proves that MGP saved some of the good stuff for themselves. George Remus Bourbon is named after a legendary whiskey man who operated on both sides of the law during Prohibition, earning the nickname King of the Bootleggers. Did I just say gangsters? I knew nothing about this until now, but they have little gangster pictures. The George Remus lineup is comprised of high rye bourbons aged over 5 years, owned by and made in one of the country's most historic distilleries, MGP. Yeah. George Remus is perfectly blended from premium stock to become your go-to bourbon. I could understand that. I could see this as a daily pour. First things first. George Remus is a line of really good bourbon, if you say so. It's also the first flagship bourbon owned by MGP. What? It's also the first flagship bourbon produced, owned by MGP. Got it. Words. Sentences. George Remus Straight Bourbon is the entry level for the range. Yes, it is. The mash bill is not stated, but we know that MGP has 5 bourbon mash bills in production. And while they could have blended them, we think that the flavor profile suggests they're 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley mix. With a nice little rice spice in there. And it's aged more than 5 years and bottled without chill filtration at a lovely 47% ABV. Oh. Huh. Normally they don't have this. They have the smartass corner, which... Alright, it's a Flaviar thing. Don't ask me why. The brand is named after George Remus, a renowned lawyer and bootlegger from the Prohibition era. He was arrested and convicted and allegedly served as an inspiration for the title character The Great Gatsby in the novel of the same name by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Okay, that's interesting. Details. Category Bourbon, Country United States, Region Indiana. If you ever see Indiana on a bottle, it's probably MGP. Might not be. There's some good stuff popping out of there. Age 5+ years old. Style, straight bourbon whiskey. Maturation. Oh, I lost it. Maturation. Charred American white oak barrels. Heads 2. Oh, this is different. Heads number 2 char. Staves number 4 char. I like that. Ross and Squibbs now. Oh. It says Sugar Kitty. That wasn't clear. Sugar Kitty, the same thing's going on around here as far as the weather goes. Alcohol, 47%. We went over that. Tasting notes from the website. Color, warm amber. I like that. I just said amber, but warm amber makes it sound a little more approachable. The nose, the aroma is sweet with pronounced notes of vanilla, cherries, maple, and toasted rye bread. No, not the rye bread. The rest, sure. Palate, the flavor profile is vanilla forward with plenty of caramel, cocoa, and dried fruits. I was saying chocolate, but cocoa is always one of those ones where it's like, is it chocolate? Sure. Finish. The finish is medium length, warm and sweet with smoked pepper kick in the back of the throat. I don't know if I want to throat pepper kick to the back of my throat. That sounds very unpleasant. Also, I really like pepper, so that's probably not something that would happen to me. Delightful. Does it still remind me of Elijah Craig? Yes. Did I think it was? Yeah. But I was also fairly uncertain because I'd like to believe I could pick out something as Elijah Craig since I've drank a fair amount. I'm actually glad that I was mistaken. And I'm glad to have tried this. Although I do consider it an introductory bourbon, and for the price they have in Flaviar is a no-no. But if the George Remus is around $30 where you are, give it a shot. Hell, I might... Well, no, I can't do that. Well, I could right now. I thought about having a comparison with this and the regular Elijah Craig. Someday, maybe. But right now, I'm just going to drink the rest of this and relax. Day 20 is complete. Did I do it in under 30 minutes? No. Close, though. It's always that little bit at the end where it's a lengthy bit of talking. However, thank you for joining me, those who did. Tune in tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? Whoa. Well, it's the first time I've actually heard it because I had my speakers on by accident. Thank you, donator, Mr. Whiskey Shits. I see you. Merry Christmas to you. Appreciate that. That was loud. I don't know if it was loud on your end, but you might have heard it twice because I had my speakers on. Whoopsie! Professional. Thank you for stopping in, Mr. Whiskey Shed. It's good to see you. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you as well. I will be in here doing this again tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be whiskey. So until then, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.